Still for sale. You know you want it. No other lifetime but this one.
Hey, look, a boat. Now,
no, you've got to remember this boat because it's going to be really important later.
Walk it, feed it, make it your best friend. Tomorrow.
And now it's time for a montage.
Montage!
Do you know what kind of rifle that is?
Yeah, that is actually a 50 low rifle, firing at 20 rifles a second.
This is yours. This is yours.
Can you see the crimp on the ejected brass? That means it's a blank round!
There's actually a grenade launcher slung under the bottom of that barrel as well.
You know what noise that makes?
Lamau!
Time to take your training to the next level.
So to level up his training, he gets him to watch a killing. And then he goes off to murder Giant Lawrence Fishburne.
Please select mode of death.
Clumsy bludgeoning, please.
You have selected clumsy bludgeoning.
Then they get their next target.
Huh, look at that.
What?
Target's Kim Jong-il.
So then they discuss how to kill him.
Adrenaline shot to the heart, 12 cc's, and he's dead under 3 minutes.
Adrenaline's unreliable. Won't force it by cardiac arrest.
But when the EMTs arrive, first thing they do is jam you with a shot of epinephrine,
Which is toxic when combined with
adrenaline.
The problem with this scene is that it's complete tosh. Epinephrine is just the commercial name for adrenaline.
So what actually happens is, instead of a massive amount of blood toxicity, what you're getting is a massive overdose of adrenaline.
Dihydrogen monoxide?
No, can I have a glass of water?
So they go in to kill Kim Jong-il,
And what better tool to use than Dremel!
now with spying attachment.
The guy's a junkie.
Just give him ketamine.
So,
Ketamine counteracts adrenaline.
Here's another interesting little bit of chemistry.
Ketamine does not counteract adrenaline. Otherwise, the best way to get somebody out of a K-hole would be to show them a spider.
Or just say watch.
Watch! 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 Watch!
This won't work now.
Maybe they should have had a plan B. Oh well, just throttle him with the Dremel attachment. So after the assassination kind of goes south, Jason runs back to an airline where he meets Sebastian, getting off Deus Ex Airlines Flight 104.
The two men then chat on an empty bus for some reason was left empty, and Sebastian tries to leave, picking up his luggage along the way.
His luggage broke.
Anyway, I get the last laugh. It still works. You can see where some hilarious baggage handlers put a heavy label on that. Look. Bend your knees is the advice to anybody tackling that baby.
So they fight, he tries to fight back, Jason stabs him with a pin, he pulls it out.
Don't do that, it'll go off!
So Sebastian loses, and Jason goes back to confront his boss about why a dead man is now dead, or why a live man is now dead but wasn't before.
No,
or wasn't
why a
as
dead man is dead but was alive but should have been... No.
Jason tries to return home, and he finds that his old alcoholic enabling friend is gone from his chair. Jason seems to think this is suspicious, but thinks nothing of it, and instead goes harpoon fishing. Then when he comes out, he thinks he sees a fish and... Oh! Oh no, his death was so unpredictable and integral to the plot.
when are you gonna be home? I'm really hungry.
Where are you?
I'm in the living room.
Sit down on the couch.
Okay.
Guessing you're not alone.
So don't fart hard.
Then he finds his dad's pistol with a pretentious Latin phrase on the side, thus implying that Statham did actually kill his dad.
Hello, Finch.
Ah yes, Finch. We don't know this man, which makes what they're about to do to his daughter particularly hilarious. Nom 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 nom.
It's up to you how far I go.
Skip to the end.
Okay! 300 Colby Plaza! 300 Colby Plaza! Where is I swear!
Psych!
So you're gonna miss a good dinner.
And probably return to bedwetting. So he finally goes after the big evil bad guy. And do you remember that boat from earlier?
Yes.
How much was Harry's life worth?
Watch carefully.
50 million. And here's what I'm gonna do.
Watch
10
carefully.
million. Wired to the bank of your choice within 24 hours. It's a good deal. You should take it.
Yeah, it had no relevance to anything at all.
Fuck you.
This may seem like an excessive number of rounds to put into a person, but it takes a lot to kill a guy with blanks. So all's well that ends with lack of climax. But Jason killed Darren's dad, and now he needs to pay. Long story short, he blows him up. Then Jason blows up Darren, but Jason lives. The end. So that was The Mechanic. Was it any good? The action was a bit laborious and sparsely spread through a bog-standard and not terribly interesting plot. The characters were slightly more interesting than your average action film, but were essentially cardboard cutout bad guys from cereal boxes and not terribly engaging good guys. The settings were the same, a little off the beaten path of cliché, but not far enough to merit interest. And, overall, any film that doesn't have engaging characters will make you want to see less interaction and more action, which there wasn't enough of. Bland, unoriginal, and certainly not worth your time when there are so many other films which have done the same thing better. As for what we're going to be reviewing next week, it could be anything. So just wait and watch. Watch!
Boom, boom.